Okay, so Ecaz is like also a very unique faction. They play very differently. Bfrog, are you okay to like narrate to us your beautiful in-depth knowledge of this?
Yeah, yeah, of course.
Uh,
What I'm gonna do, I mean, I'm just getting the OBS up for my own stuff, right? But
mhm. Okay, on my tier list, on my faction tier list, Ecaz is at the bottom. I don't think they're the hardest to win on, but I think they're the worst to play, if that makes sense. Uh,
uh,
be because of the way they recruit and their whole like sanctuary thing. Now people love them. Like I know John's a big fan of Ecaz. Logic's a fan of Ecaz. I personally don't like them. I think they're the worst, but I think they're easier to win on. I don't know if that makes sense because I think Fremen is a better faction than them, but they're just harder to win on. I don't, you guys figure it
yeah,
out.
definitely. They'll get to a point where there's like an even end game. Let's say if everybody's kind of just butchering each other, right? And like everybody's around like 25k Germany. Like in a lobby would say like Ecaz, smugglers, Atreides, Carino, right? You'd be likely the Ecaz, if they were on 25k Germany, would be able to take the win, right? Because they have like champions, they have Mesa, if they have her, Mesa refunds 100% of the authority capture costs that you've put into a village. So what that ends up meaning is that you never actually lose authority when it comes to using Mesa Ecaz, right? Like you could have all your territories be liberated and you'd still have the same amount of authority as somebody who didn't lose anything, assuming you weren't capped at any point. So like they can be an absolutely brutal faction late game. And of course early game if you manage to get as many champion stacks as possible, their base killing potential is really high. Like I'm not sure if you've seen the Ecaz base kill, but the knights end up hitting so fucking hard that they basically like chunk off like a good like 500 HP every strike on a main base. Like they are ridiculous units, absolutely ridiculous. You're right in saying that Ecaz is like definitely like probably the hardest faction in the game at the moment. Like Fremen have just ridiculous micro, but Ecaz is just like you need to have like quite a lot of game knowledge. You need to understand exactly when you need martial economy, things like that. Martial economy is the tech that gives you the ability to produce perfected units. Perfected units are the key to Ecaz's power. A lot of people will stall that out and not necessarily build a bunch of perfected units because they're too expensive at the start of the game. But I really do believe that you need to do that as quickly as possible. Get yourself up to maximum power. Get yourself your 3 slot military, and then you can start actually doing shit with your beefed up army, so to speak.
All right, very good explanation of Ecaz. Uh, one minor thing is if we can not curse. I know it happens, it's fine. But just friendly request if you feel like you need to do it, then do it.
Yeah.
Yes, Ecaz. I think the reason why Ecaz is better than Fremen late game. I guess I would maybe I have to change my tiers around because then if Ecaz is better than Fremen late game, they're just a better faction than Fremen because their army's good. It's like one of the best armies in the game.
I think you've explained it well when you say that Fremen's pretty much only win con is hegemony, right?
Right.
And when everybody's taken most of the territories in the game, uh, and like people have established borders, for example, let's say a Carino or an X is next to a Fremen and they've boarded up all their regions with automated
Turrets.
defenses or missile batteries, etc., etc.
Yep.
Like a Fremen will find that extremely difficult to push into
Unbreakable.
those regions, right?
Yep. Yeah.
Whilst an Ecaz can just walk up to the regions, can kill like one or two militia and then just leave, and they've gained, you know, taking a normal region is 400 hegemony. So if you kill 4 units, say 4 militia or 4 buildings, you have the equivalent of taking a region. Unfortunately, they didn't. You used to be able to stack multiple times with Whitmore Blood. We will be using Whitmore Blood this game.
Okay.
Um, because he's a very good like hegemony insurance unit,
Yeah.
but you can no longer stack multiple champion stacks on different people, so you can't like gain 300 hegemony per kill, right? Including
Yeah.
like buildings and stuff. So
Yeah.
yeah, it did get nerfed quite a bit, but it's still very strong. You just sometimes a lot of the times with Ecaz, right? You just have to take L's. You just need to be like, okay, well, I can't win this fight, or winning this fight is going to cost me too much. I'm just not going to do it. Like Mesa is really good with that because it's like, oh, I'm going to lose this territory. Who cares? You know,
Yeah.
who cares? I'll just get it back.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
It plays.
what counselors are you gonna run? And
Yeah. So what I'm going
tell
to
me like
play.
overall about like the ECAS count. I mean, I wish we could kind of load in the game so we can hover over some of them, but it's fine.
I've done a guide on my YouTube channel for Mesa plus Ibo, which is political leakers. Honestly, in a lobby where there's a smuggler, you should just do political leakers. But we'll try to
Why?
make it fun and try to because smugglers, if they go mass snipers, can basically one shot your champions, right?
So
So
you
smugglers
see,
make
he's
it
thinking
incredibly
about
dangerous.
this like he's thinking about this on a whole nother level, guys. He's analyzing what factions he's playing against, and then like he's deciding like what champion am I gonna choose? Because his knowledge of the faction is so deep that he recognizes that if I try to go all in on hegemony and go Whitmore and get like a couple extra champions and there's a good smug player in the lobby, then they're just gonna one shot my champion. I'm gonna lose 20 to possibly 15 to 2,000 hedge per champion, and then I'm completely out of the race, right?
Yeah, yeah. That said, we're gonna do it anyway,
Yes,
and
sir.
we're gonna hope and pray and not take any bad fights. Hopefully,
Right.
smugglers aren't like Fremen. They can't exactly worm directly up to your face. Like if they probe setup or extraction network a region with Drisk, like you can assume that they're somewhere in that region, right? Fremen can chuck down a what's it called you know what I mean, right? The is it Scouts of the Secret Path where stealth regions adjacent to the region?
Oh, hiding tracks?
Um,
You mean hiding tracks?
yeah, yeah. Yeah, smugglers don't have that kind of option, right? So he needs to kind of walk up to us and actually engage us kind of thing. Um, but anyway, I kind of got a little off track there. I'm going Rivi, right? Rivi is probably like the biggest part of like hegemony ecos. Reducing your Solari upkeep very important, especially if we're going to get like military factory and stuff. Even if you have Rivi and a completely elite army, you're still going to be sinking like around $70 in uh just having military upkeep. Okay, so it's like he's very mandatory if you want to do something that's very much a go military and then go hegemony kind of thing.
Yeah. Oh, Bfrog, you left the
And
lobby. Rejoin.
sorry,
Stupid. It's a stupid bug, dude. The lobbies they bug out, so it like kicks you out. It might show you that you're still in the lobby, but you'll have to rejoin.
me. Okay.
Yeah. Now this is great. This kind of banter is great. I can tell you have like a great depth of knowledge about Ecaz. Are they your main? Do you main Ecaz?
I have a lot of experience with these guys. They were my worst faction until I was like, all right, screw it. We're gonna actually get good,
Yeah.
so to speak.
Be one. Be right back. 1 second.
Um, I'll just wait for him to come back before I go into more detail.
All right, I'm back. Let's get this thing going. What are we waiting for?
Lowercase guy.
Good lord. Talos, Shin, any of you guys want to play again?
Yeah, Great Erg can kind of make things difficult for an Ecaz. Changes the situation significantly. Great Erg, you can get really long, like elongated territories, and it makes it very difficult um to make sanctuaries sometimes. It makes it really easy to get sanctuaries some other times, but can significantly change how Ecaz is played.
Right.
No, I'm asking. I
Dude,
can't.
come on. Who keeps? Let's just get this going. We ain't got all night, boys.
Yeah, but we're going. It's Great Erg. I need
I'm
him
running a
to
five
jump
and a
up.
half hour stream here. Jesus, get me out of here. Go medium, change map. Okay, man. Here. Any other requests?
Yeah.
I don't even know how I became the host. I didn't create this lobby.
You're the host. How did that happen?
Yeah, because I think you left, so.
Yeah, yes.
Alright, Bfrog, are you ready?
Yeah,
There we
yeah.
go. Alright, alright.
Ruby starting you off with an extra experience level is really good as well. There's some really cool tricks you can do with getting early knights as Ecaz. I'll show exactly how that works
Excellent. I'm looking
for that.
forward to it.
But
Ecaz is the faction I know second least about. Actually, I probably know more about Smugs than I just don't play them well. Maybe I know the least about Smugs. So I'm actually excited for this myself.
but yeah, you can you basically like every faction has their elite unit, right? And their elite unit costs 20 Solari upkeep. Being able to just completely eliminate that upkeep, very impactful. You can't really underestimate like just gaining 20. It's basically the equivalent of gaining 20 Solari, because usually as Ecaz, you want to immediately champify a knight. The reason being is their attack goes from about like, I think it's like 30 something to about 64 power. So it's massive. It's a massive difference. And
Okay.
it's also like 600 health approximately.
Okay. All right. So
So
we're live. We're here with Bfrog. So Bfrog went. Okay, Rivi. No Ibo Vip, man. This is like
yeah, we're
crazy
not doing
interesting.
political at all. We're doing the most politically inept
Wow.
Ecaz out there.
Okay.
If you want to see political Ecaz, I did a video on my YouTube, but this is specifically for hegemony Ecaz, which is
Okay.
still very strong
Okay.
situationally.
Okay. Okay. So uh,
Alright.
a lot of people will say you never leave home without Irulan, and you never leave home without Ebo Vip, and you never leave home without Jessica, and you never leave home without Stakhanov, right? But we just left
Nah,
home. We just left home without Ebo Vip, so this is
the
interesting.
only actively bad counselor is Sonya. Sonya is really bad. Sonya is the one that gives you the extra Solari, and yeah, she's really bad, really
Yeah.
bad.
Wow. Okay. I love it.
So
I
we're
love
looking
it.
for regions around us. This region's really good because it gives us fuel cells. Fuel cells will give us a little bit more manpower, which we're gonna
Yep.
struggle with a little bit.
Yo, link me to your YouTube after this, guys. Bfrog has a YouTube channel where he posts some good content, so give him a look see. But yeah, okay. So the second region fuel cell,
Yeah,
first region spice.
yeah.
Nothing crazy
I'd
right
be
now.
going for I'd be going for a Plasky region if one was available, but
Yep.
I'm not seeing a Plasky
Now,
region
talk
around me
to
at
me
the
about
moment.
your tech tree order here.
The first one is Lay of the Land. Lay of the Land is the most overpowered tech in the game. This one just reduces authority costs, very good, but Lay of the Land is ridiculous. Research agreement, incredibly strong. If we get a research agreement with everyone, you'll see that our research will just go through the roof. Ecaz really hates going research hubs. Really hates it.
Why?
You'd rather go because like in terms of like Plascrete opportunity cost,
Yeah.
you'd much rather have spend your
Plascrete
money on other.
opportunity cost, ladies and gentlemen. We got a scientist with us. I'm fucking juiced right now. Oh shit, I shouldn't have cursed. I apologize to all
Well,
the children.
think about it. If you go a research hub here, you wouldn't be able to afford then to get another slot and then put in a research hub. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's just too expensive.
Yes. I know exactly what you
So
mean.
we've got a Pacific region here. That's definitely what I'm going for.
Okay.
So we'll go manpower in the three villages we start with. Reason being is we're going straight from this tech into this tech here, and we're gonna start building perfected units right off the bat.
Okay, so this is the
Our
tech
units,
that Bfrog was talking about. It's called martial perfectionism. Ecaz is a unique ability that allows him to train perfected units. Can you tell us about the perfected units, Bfrog?
they're plus 20% health, plus 20% power. It's mostly the health that you're concerned with that. If you get barracks and three slot military, that's 50% additional HP on all of your units as Ecaz.
Wow.
They
Did you
turn
guys
a lot of
catch
their
all
units
that? Did you
into
catch all that? Say that again.
So three slot military includes barracks, right? Barracks is 10%
Yep.
HP.
Yep.
Martial perfectionism, it is an additional 20% HP. And
Yep.
then when you get three slot military, it's an additional 20% HP.
Yep.
So that's 50% HP for all of your units. You can see my units, like for example, these squires are
Yep.
already 473 HP.
Right.
So like it's a pretty
So
significant
when they're
boost.
maxed out, what number are we talking? We're talking about what, like over 900
Uh,
HP?
790,
Oh,
seven hundred
700. I
ninety.
sorry.
But they
Okay.
have, unlike Atreides, they have ridiculous damage reduction.
Right.
You'll see that when it happens.
Okay,
But
so we're
yeah,
taking we're taking our Plascrete here. I actually want to talk last, dude. You go ahead, dude. You do your thing. I'll just chime in every
that's
now and then.
okay. Please commentate whenever you feel the need to
Okay.
you know
I just want to
input your
pick your
piece in.
brain. So, are you
But
gonna
yeah, we'll
maintenance
just
center these regions or no?
Um, uh, yeah, it's good to have three regions together and then maintenance center one in the middle. It's usually dependent on the amount of events we can get. Ideally, you want to get three regions. Like you know this, right? Most
Yes.
pro players know this. You take three regular regions, one regular region's a special region, and then pay tax.
Yep.
Or it's two regular regions, one special regions before paying tax, and you get
Right.
the ability to do main base buildings.
Right. He's talking about this right here. Unlocking your hegemony. Unlocking your buildings after 25 hegemony, 2500.
Exactly. So that's what we're going for. We want to make sure we're on top of those and get our stats pumping as quickly as possible.
Okay.
So we've got a research agreement, so we're immediately going to try and get one with Atreides. If he
Yep.
doesn't accept it, it's very odd for an Atreides not to accept it, but we can work with it if that happens.
Okay. He
Yeah, there we
accepted.
go. We got it.
Nice.
Okay, so you can see, look at my tech already. It's 8.5, not a single research hub.
Right.
That's the kind of value the lay of the land gives you. If you went
Yes.
any other tech order, for example, if I just went for martial perfectionism right now,
Yes.
I'd probably be like not even like I probably wouldn't even have it right now, and I'm already
Yes.
through survival training. So
Yes. Very common thread amongst the top tier players to unlock uh, research agreement first, and then spam it out to as many players as you can. You do lose votes for the first Landsrad because you sack some influence to have non-aggression pacts with people. I think it's 30 influence, but there's a trade-off for everything. You can't have it both ways. Antonell said, "Imagine going research hubs on top of that." What do you think about that, Bfrog?
no, it's as I said, plus great opportunity costs. You want to have the manpower needed to produce these
Perfection.
perfected units.
Yeah,
If I don't do this, I'm gonna be broke as fuck. So I'm sorry, I apologize.
yeah.
I'm
Okay, it's all right.
Australian, so
Yes,
kind of
I
comes
know.
out of
I know. The Australian slang is amazing, by the way.
there.
But we're not going to talk about it because it's not child friendly.
My apologies. But yeah, we're just trying to chill here. We don't want to make any more units until we've got martial perfectionism. As soon as we get that, we want to start producing our perfected units. But for the time being, we don't really care. These two units that we've produced here, we're gonna delete them somewhat soon.
Eventually. Yeah. So good. So good, dude. This is so specific. This is such a unique style. This is really thought out and deliberate. We're not just taking random regions. We're not just getting random text. Like this is so good. Anything appeal to you in the first lands round? Do you care about anything here?
Imperial Audit has been corrupted by Harkonnen, so it's not going to do anything for anyone other than Harkonnen. Harkonnen's probably going to 100 that on themselves. Like, I assume they're not going to use influence. We want 10 onto water subsidies because it's a dear to the minor houses. If this resolution passes, all factions who have voted on it will be granted 10 lands for outstanding. Research investment's also really good, so I'm going to put 90 onto that. I'm not going to spend any influence because I need it for research agreements. We will need our spice economy techs, and we're pretty much going to be rushing them as soon as we finish army logistics. But because we have this resolution up, and if it goes through, okay, then as soon as we're done with martial perfectionism, we'll go straight for crew training program and get our spice tech. As I said, like even if you have your entire army eluded and not costing you any money, you'll still have quite a lot of money being spent on research agreements and stuff.
Right.
I mean, on
So deliberate, like again, we didn't use any votes in the lands rad. We're trying to get our next. How much is the next non-aggression pack cost you?
should be ready soon. It's 47.5 if I
So
wanted
they
to do it
get
with a
they get more expensive for each one you offer, right?
yeah,
Right.
exactly. The
Right.
the
Right.
first two units I'm gonna make for the perfected units are two squires, by the way. Ecaz is really strong when you focus on using squires as their main
Okay.
force.
So you pivoted from
But
martial perfectionism. Now you're gonna get T4 yellow.
yeah, I wouldn't do it. Usually I'd go army logistics for the second gear slot. Second gear slot is very important for Ecaz. If you see their musketeers, you can get both the 25% additional power and the at full health gain 100% power mods, and you'll clear militia very quickly with that. The reason we're not doing that is because the resolutions come up. It's 50% additional economy research, and we can see
Beautiful.
that somebody who I have a research agreement, Atreides, has already got those tax.
Right.
So that's an additional plus 20% research speed into that.
Yep. So you can see if somebody you have a research agreement with has the tech, this little arrow comes up on the bottom of the tech tree, and it lets you know that when you research it, you get plus 20% on top of whatever knowledge bonuses you're already getting. Amazing.
So what we do first, as soon as we unlock main base buildings, I put down immediately
Research center.
research center in the one slot. We got the event Lab Doctor as well. Lab Doctor is the best event in the game.
Agreed.
You
Yes, my lady.
I
just
love
like
your
chew
mind.
up the stuff you can get. There's three different events you can get. One of them gives you a night, which is
Awaiting
the
orders.
worst one. You want to cash that in and then immediately delete the night.
Yep.
Um, and another one that gives
On
you
watch.
2,000 Solari for 300 spice, I believe.
Yep.
Um,
Well,
and that one,
that one's actually really good because it gives you a free
yeah,
30 Solari after you produce X amount of water. That one's really good too. Because usually
yeah,
you're
it is.
struggling economically, but I agree, Lapdopter. If for guys that don't know, Lapdopter, you have to send it out to each special region. I think you have to reach 8 of them, and you get 3 knowledge. Now, at top level gameplay, you got to be careful with your Lapdopter because people be sniping those. They don't want you to have that free 3 knowledge unless you already have a research agreement with them or a non-aggression pack with them. Then you can kind of avoid that. But definitely be careful with your lapdopter over regions, especially smuggler regions that don't have a research agreement or a non-aggression pack with you.
I got a research agreement with smugglers as well. You can see my research is already at 10.5. So that's really good. We can't really do anything with
Okay, talk to me about
our
the
buildings.
sanctuary mechanic. What's your plan for like this map? What are sanctuaries and like what are you trying to do with that?
We're gonna try expanding using sanctuaries. Special region is very important for us because we want to start gaining passive Germany as early as possible.
Okay, so you're in
And
in
we
the
kind of want
Rush
to build
Crafts
around that.
workshop uh, camp.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
this is
Cross
amazing.
workshops is going to be very important for us.
This is amazing. Okay, so where are you pivoting to after you get your T4 yellow? Where you go next?
Straight back to military. We're gonna get army logistics, then
Wow.
we're gonna go to inspiring standard, and start getting the drones, which will give us, I believe it's plus 20% damage amplification. Um, Ecaz is really good with damage amplification strategies and stuff. I see I can
Wow.
make a sanctuary out of this region here, Rune Mara.
Yes. Yes.
So I'll probably want to take the region above it.
Okay.
It has pretty good traits, but we're not focusing on traits too much. Ecaz trait focused economy kind of died a little bit ago, unfortunately.
Okay.
It's not great anymore. Can
Okay.
be if you're high
For
roll, but
yeah, or intelligence especially.
so we've got our next main base building. The next one we're going to want to go for is recruitment center in the one slot. Amplifying our manpower very important, and of course, giving us a higher manpower cap means that we can play a bit more with producing quite a few really good units at once.
Okay. So are these all
Um,
perfected units coming out right now?
yeah, I'm producing nothing but perfected units. I'm making 13 manpower. You can probably see that though, right?
Yes. And there's no plascrete. Wow. There's one plascrete building. And your
Yeah.
upkeep. Okay, so you're minus 27, but that's not that terrible. You're gonna pillage this region because you're gonna make
No,
it a
not
sanctuary,
really.
right?
I mean, I'm about to pillage this as long as I'm above
Yeah.
the threshold needed to make a main base building. I'm fine. I'm about to pillage this region too.
Yep.
Um, I'm
Exactly.
trying to take regions that will give me sanctuaries and regions that will pillage everything that I'm not immediately going to take.
Yeah, so one of the Achilles heels of Ecaz is that like early game you can be kind of a pushover, but Bfrog has kind of come up with this strategy where he rushes out perfected units. His manpower production is good. He's getting a second main base building for even more manpower because perfected units cost more manpower to produce. And um, yeah, I think this is great. This is awesome.
We don't have a thing on this guy, so I'm gonna lose this harvester. But
Yeah,
it is what it is.
it is
Shit
what it is.
happens.
Yep.
Sorry.
It's hard, right?
But yeah, we need to start gaining experience as well. I don't have any events to give me sieges. Sieges are very important for Ecaz. We want to grind them up as quickly as possible. They can
Yeah,
basically do like no damage to us.
yeah. Okay.
So losing my harvester has hurt my thing a little bit. I might need to chuck down a masterpiece on this one region just to give us a little bit more money here. We've
Okay.
got another region here. We can slip in both a yellow and a blue masterpiece in my spice field to synergize with the two traits that I have there. So yeah. Okay, looking at the Landsrad foreign recruitment, I didn't actually see what Harkonnen put that on last time, but it is what it is. Landsrad examination is kind of good for us. The thing is, it's mostly dependent on how many truces you have. Like I'm making +8 Landsrad standing per council. I don't have Ibo, so obviously I can't take advantage of that. But if I get another truce with the last person in the lobby, Harkonnen, I should be able to gain quite a lot of Landsrad standing from that. Of course, 10 on the deer of the minor houses as well.
Yep.
I'm
Okay.
not going to fight for foreign recruitment here. The
No.
smugglers will outvote me for sure.
Yep. Okay, so a sanctuary is a village that's completely encapsulated by either a uncapturable zone or the edge of the map. You can see Bfrog is about to make his second sanctuary. What are some of the benefits of sanctuaries, Bfrog, for
It's
Ecaz?
+1 authority and it doubles the traits of regions next to it. So for example, you can see this region to the right of my main base has its trait data brokers doubled. So I'm gaining 12 Solari off just having a single political masterpiece there.
Right, and now you're about to get it tripled, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Right. That's great.
So we're
And
gonna get
and
this
and
guy out.
tell us about masterpieces. Like what's their story?
They count as two buildings. Are they really that important? No, not necessarily. It kind of depends on what kind of ECAS strategy you're doing. I'm just using them to mitigate my economy because my economy isn't awesome at the moment. It will be, but I need to like eliteify my units and stuff.
Okay, so that's our second sanctuary. So you can see now it's times three, and now this village is producing 18 Solari. And I don't
Yeah.
know.
So
You
the
could
next
probably fill this village up with nothing but masterpieces just to stabilize your economy.
No, we're not going Museum of Unbound Arts, unlike how it's usually played.
Okay.
Museum of Unbound Arts is like a I want to go political Ecaz kind of thing. This is very much a I want to go military Ecaz kind of thing.
Okay. All right.
You
Cool.
kind of can only do one or the other. If you don't if you don't dedicate yourself to one or the other, like you'll have bad results, in my opinion.
Okay.
So if you want to look at my mod list real quick, you can kind of see exactly why I've taken uh, army logistics so early. You can see what kind of mods I'm going for. These
Okay.
mods are really good for this overall power. You'll see me clear probably this classic region in like a couple seconds,
Okay.
and bam, yeah, you see that? Absolutely annihilating this poor thing.
Yep.
So we'll go here, we'll cache in these events nearby us. Even if we take this region, we're not going to lose any authority on it because Sania will refund us. Next main base building we're going to want to go for is we're going to want to go for
You mean
barracks.
Mesa?
We're
Did
not
you
going.
mean Mesa?
Yeah, Mesa. My
Okay.
apologies.
All right. No worries.
So we got the +3 knowledge, very very good. We don't have a single research hub, and we've got 17 knowledge. It's very very nice.
Wow.
We can see if uh okay, Atreides. If you hover over the Atreides treaties, you can see if they have Jessica or not based on if they're costing authority.
Correct.
So I can see that they're not going to cost authority, so I know I can attack that Atreides very well, very easily.
True. John asks, the tech is on the way to trinkets, though. Are they not mutually exclusive? I think he's talking about the museum.
We're not actually going to build the museum. We're going 5-slot military and then probably like 3-slot statecraft. I mean 3-slot economy. We could go 3-slot statecraft. It kind of depends on a couple things.
Wow.
I'm not gonna take this region. I'm just gonna pillage it. Okay. So if there's like the thing is right, if we want to go political Ecaz, we need political art, right? And political art is an extremely expensive tech in comparison to like if you wanted to go for like tier 4 economy. In my guide, I don't take any economy at all as Ecaz. I think I take artistic aspirations, which is the more money upon building a masterpiece, and that's it as far as that goes. Just because it's so expensive to go for political art and dedicate yourself to doing that kind of stuff. So I
Wow.
see a region down here that I can go grab with Water Cells Caravan. I did okay, so beautiful. This is the most important part of the whole Ecaz build. Building a perfected knight. Okay. I want you to
Okay.
look real quick at my mod list here.
Okay.
On the Ecaz Knight, this is the specific mods you want to use on the Ecaz Knight to make it as powerful as possible. If you use any of the
15
other mods,
power.
you are griefing yourself. I promise you.
Okay.
So don't do
15,
that.
15 power, but it costs 3 command points and squires at range. Okay, that's a good buff for the squires. How many knights do you put in your comp?
Just the single one. We're not going anything more than that.
Okay, do you like keep
Um,
him in the back just to make sure he doesn't die?
no, he's gonna be frontlined. He's very, very strong. Smugglers is on the other end of the map, thank God. So, we're gonna
Okay.
farm out an Atreides who can't really kill it.
Okay.
Especially if the Atreides plays badly, which a lot of
Okay.
Atreides do,
What is
unfortunately.
military parade? Tell us what that is.
Military Parade
You just
is like
paraded.
one of the two options you get. It gives you EXP and influence. The EXP scales to your EXP gaining modifiers. For example, Barracks, 30% experience gain for military units, synergizes with that tech.
Wow.
So the next building we're going to want to go for is we're going to want to go for Fusion Plant here. Fusion Plant is very important. We're going to need it for military factory. And we're about to reveal a siege. Hopefully it's close to us. Ah, beautiful. Look at that. Look at that region Tabo right there.
Yep.
Exactly what we're after here.
Yep.
We're gonna need to. We need to go pillage something, or I guess we unfortunately had our harvester get distracted by the thing.
Smoke
That's okay. It is
platform.
what it is. Should be able to gain our money back here
Okay, now you're
as soon
being
as it starts
very,
harvesting.
very stringent with your Lascrete, you do have like 400 to spare. You don't want to use any of it.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I'll have to do this. This is perfect time to do like maintenance center.
Okay.
We might have to pillage this. Yeah, yeah, and now I'll just take it. I'll just take it. We'll just suffer the negative money for a short
Okay, this
time.
is this is not good because when you're negative money, you stop researching. And that means your snowball
Uh,
stops rolling a little bit. So it's not the worst thing that can happen, but it's not ideal.
yeah, I agree. In fact, I
And
might just want to
a
pillage
lot
this.
of this
Yeah.
happened because the spice harvester kept getting munched on by the sandworm, which can be avoided by putting
Yeah.
a lab ornithopter on there and setting
It
it to
got
safe mode.
yeah, it got hit with a sandstorm here, which is what fucked it.
Yep.
We're doing military researches, so getting scientific congress and infrastructure control, very good. Bene Gesserit agent is good as well. We'll put 10 on that. Nah, we won't even put 10 on that. Let other people do the work. As soon as this maintenance center is completed, we'll be a lot richer. We'll get another research agreement with Harkonnen here, even though we're not gaining any money, unfortunately. That's fine. We have enough money to keep us going for a second here.
Okay.
We're going to attack the siege. We do have the amount of influence needed to make a scavenger team, so we want to get an agent in Chome and start making a little bit more money there. We'll go over here and we'll cash this out for a little bit of money as well. The other sanctuary that we've got.
Okay, so Ecaz has two options. They can either military parade a sanctuary or they can tax it and get 500 Solari. So he's going to choose
Yeah,
to tax it here, and he's going to get 500 Solari. And now Bfrog is looking to get 100 intel so he can get a scav team going. And he can, when you drop a scav operation, it pays you for each unit that dies
let me just do
in the
this.
region.
Yeah.
Okay, he's going to parade here.
Yeah,
Uh,
I was going to, but then I kind of reconsidered it because if you get even one of your units elated, like it saves you quite a lot of money. That's one of the big advantages of having
wow,
Mr. Rivy.
Rivy. Okay,
So what we'll do is we'll go up here and we'll take this sandfall here. We can't exactly make a sanctuary out of it, but we do want to have it just so we can get crafts workshops in them, and most importantly, that Atreides doesn't get it. If Atreides gets it and starts like worm calling us on repeat, it's gonna be tough. It's not gonna be
okay,
great.
all right.
And we
Rivy.
pillaged that spice field, so
Yep.
we're gonna be stalled out a little bit for that.
Okay.
I'll make sure we get our spice tax. So I'll chuck this guy here. Okay,
Uh-oh.
nice. There's the fucking there's a sandworm. My apologies again.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I mean, not cursing is like a hard endeavor. More of us should try it. Anything that's hard is usually worth it. But anyway,
my
um,
apologies. You want to repeat that? Sorry.
don't worry about it. I was just talking about life, not Dune related. Asking a frog not to curse is like asking a bird not to fly.
Yeah, something like that. We're gonna produce two more squires here. A lot of people make the mistake of doing mods that will decrease the power of squires, and they are the worst mods. You definitely never want to do that. Squires are really, really, really bulky units. Really bulky units. So ideally, we don't want to how do I say this? We want to have a lot of HP and a lot of damage reduction kind of thing. That's our main goal here. We'll put a statescraft masterpiece there because that's going to give us a little bit of intel. Intel is very like difficult for Ecaz to get generally. Like they have to kind of get it with luck basically. Like get particularly good village traits, that kind of stuff.
Right.
We still want to keep on top of our main base buildings here. We're a little broke. We're kind of stuck in this corner here, so we don't really have a lot of things to pillage. but things happen.
Yeah, you can go.
Well,
You can go.
once we take over the siege, we'll be a lot better on that.
Yeah, you can go pillage that Atreides up there too if you want.
Yeah, I can. I'm not that interested in it at the moment, though. He's giving quite a lot of science here.
I see.
Getting rid of the siege is around 3,000 Solari, and there's no Fremen, so we're not going to be contested for it. And it's going to give us a lot of experience as well, right? Like,
Okay.
this guy's only got one building in there and 2 militia. So, okay, 2 buildings, 2 militia. So that's 400 hegemony. It's not really that great. Next tech we're going for is we're going for valuable trinkets, then we're going for outpost logistics. Not doing any political stuff just yet.
Oh,
We're going to go pillage this region because we want to eliteify a knight here.
okay. Is not getting
Hopefully,
spying logistics? What's your rationale about not getting spying logistics? Because not having those agents in the slots kind of hurts sometimes.
it's expensive. That's the major thing. It's
Got it.
expensive. You can go for it though, but you'll just be slowed down a little bit. We hit with another sandstorm, unfortunately. So as you can see, I've got this one squire here. He doesn't even have Well, I mean, like, look at that HP already. 756, and he's not even max elite yet. So this guy is a bulky boy. He's very, very strong. It'll be very difficult for people to kill that. You'd have to like look at the Atreides units for comparison. 600 HP on their units, 8 armor. So they're way stronger. And I don't even have like my damage amplification stuff. Don't even have any forms of damage reduction actually. To be frank.
Interesting.
We have enough for a scav team, so we're gonna go build that scav team. Go. We can't take that region down the south there, so we'll go pillage this region over here. We want to get our crafts workshops as early as possible. As well, we need quite a bit more money. The reason being is we want to eliteify this knight before we attack this siege. It'll be a very significant increase in the power of the knight. The knight right now is kind of weak. It's not really that strong. You can see he only has like 405 HP. One of the additional modifiers, if you calculate the barracks plus 3-slot military plus martial perfectionism and eliting a unit, which is like putting it to a fully elite rank. We know a thing is here, by the way. It's an additional 15% power and 15% HP. In addition to that, when you champion a unit, it gets an additional plus 20% maximum HP, plus 20% power, and plus 2 armor. You might be thinking that's a lot of modifiers, and it is. It is. Your knight ends up being incredibly powerful, but only the one of them. Okay, so you don't want to like spam them kind of thing.
Why only one?
Uh, because you can only champ one. You'll see the significant
Oh,
difference.
you're gonna
I'll try
champ the
to.
knight. I got it.
Yeah,
No, a lot of
exactly. We're
people
gonna
don't.
champ
A
it.
lot of people don't champ the knight, and this is like, oh, this is great. This is so good. People don't.
You must.
They don't champ the knight. They go Squire Musket because the knight's squishy, but not the
So
way
we
you
already
do
have
it.
a research agreement with everyone. We're gonna have to spend 100 influence to break the agreement with Atreides.
Okay.
But the smuggler bounty is too delicious. Just shove that stuff down my gullet. It's delicious. We're gonna get a
Put her
lot of
down.
money from this, and that money is gonna be used to win the game. Hopefully, so we'll
Yeah.
just chuck that on smugglers. They actually have land threat standing now, so it's gonna screw them over quite a bit as well. We don't care about the other stuff.
So
We
that's
put 10 on
roughly like
zero, the minus.
2100 Solari right there. That's great.
Yeah. A leading turning a unit into a champion costs 1k Solari. Producing a war banner, like elite perfected war banner, costs 600 Solari. So it's quite expensive. As well as that, you need your main base buildings and stuff. There's a lot of different modifiers that costs quite a lot of money. Getting a garden as well, same thing. But hopefully, we're going to get a garden like this region right next to a Atreides base. We'll turn that into a garden, and then we'll go
Oh
kill a
my
Atreides.
god,
I'm thinking.
get a garden. Tell people, tell people what the garden is.
I mean, it's possible we could lose that, but yeah. The region's called Tab Kelon. That's the region I'm looking at. I really hope that Atreides doesn't grab it, but you know.
What is the what is the garden and what is the uh
Okay.
function of the garden?
A garden is a unique mechanic for Ecaz. It basically makes it so if they target it, it will cost them 100 lance thread standing or 100 authority if they don't have lance thread standing.
So it's like a
Um,
region that you normally never want to attack and never want to liberate because it costs so much
yeah.
Landsrat and so much authority.
It has a large drawback, which is that
It can't
I
be
can't
moved.
release the village.
Yep.
Um, and that can be very impactful. So we're gonna have to watch out about that. If smugglers and Harkonnen come over to fight that, you know, we'll have to deal with that. But I think we can take out Atreides pretty easy here. Like it doesn't seem like he
And
even wants that region.
you're gonna straight base kill him.
Yeah, yeah. So you see this knight here that I've got right here,
Yeah.
in this region.
Yep.
So I want you to look at its power and its HP. So it's got 50 power, 5 attack speed, 0% damage modifier, and then health 405. When I elite this unit, look at what happens to it.
Okay.
Okay, so now it's a 66.2 power unit with 522 HP, no stacks. Okay, so
Okay.
that unit hits like a truck. If you don't
Okay.
believe me, watch when I butcher this Fremen siege. You know, we
Okay.
all hate the Fremen here, all of us, right,
Except
Trim?
me, because I'm a Fremen main. But go ahead.
We hate the Fremen. Terrible.
Yeah.
Nah, but yeah, we'll get a airfield here so we can get closer to this Atreides region. I'm looking at Atreides regions. I see that he doesn't have any manpower. He has 2 manpower regions. Okay, so he's just gonna die, unfortunately for him.
This is wonderful.
We'll get a few more musketeers, and we'll go attack this siege here.
Major said something the other day that rung so true. Like in the lobbies that we play in the Dune discords in the Dune community.
Look at this knight, by the way,
Oh
as you're
my
commentating. But
God.
look at the
Yeah.
damage. You can see him like tanking down this Fetterkin. We're not going to lose a unit, of course, because we can just back our units out. Of course,
Yeah.
we want our units getting as much EXP as possible, though. So,
Yeah.
you know, the longer we can keep them in, the better.
So the major said there's so much pressure to build early manpower in these lobbies that it's insane. And he's right because there's a lot of people that cook strategies like this where you're gonna be up against a 55, 65 CP army, start of month 3, start of month 4, which is basically what's about to happen with Atreides. And if you ain't ready, you're either gonna suffer heavy losses or you're just gonna be straight dead. This
Yep,
is
pretty
great.
much. We'll go for siege incentives after valuable trinkets. Actually, I've kind of reconsidered what I'm going to do there. Next main base building we need is command post. Training academy is going to be the last main base building we do. The main reason for that is that we don't have the manpower. Like even when we're going so heavy manpower to like fully, you know, get this army going crazy. You know what I mean? So we'll just take this region here. Turning that into an elite knight, by the way, also gives it becomes fully elite, right? So it has no upkeep anymore. Luckily for us. We can probably go into these other regions. I see that I can attack this other region down here. This knight will 1v9 most things that come out of this siege. There's the potential that this siege will crap out a unit, or a couple units to fight us. If that happens, then the knight will just solo them. I've posted a video where I did a knight with a scav team and epic quest, and it actually killed a siege on its own with lesser. So like it had like 3 armor and it killed it anyway. It was incredible.
The Australians,
Yeah,
boys.
we'll get
The,
craft workshop here.
the Australians are cooking some niche strategies. Can't wait to discuss Warden spam with the Rizzler. Does he actually do that, by the way?
No, he kind of stopped recently.
Okay.
He loves Warden spam. He does it for jokes, but but it hasn't been viable for some time. And Rizzler is capable of playing viable strats when he's not running it down.
Is he? I've never seen it. He doesn't hold a high. He holds a high spot in my heart as a person, but as a Dune player, very low on the totem pole.
That's true. That's true. He does. He does tend to run it down, so to speak. Being in acid lakes is very bad. It's gonna cost us our first strike bonus on the musketeers. We definitely do not want to fight somebody on that. It seems like smugglers and Harkonnen are definitely going to be fighting here, so we're going to be happy to take the fight to Atreides here.
Yep. So Bfrog is analyzing the situation here. He's aware that there's conflict going on this side of the map. This guy's all by himself. While there's conflict going on here, it doesn't seem like he's going to be targeted by either the Smug or the Harkonnen. So he has free reign to go and make Atreides' life a living nightmare. So we'll see how that goes. We're excited to see this because the military is priced to perfection. Like they're min max to the extreme. Everything is thought out. All the buffs synergize with the counselor choice, with the main base buildings, with all the armory upgrades. So this is gonna be a legit like monster. It's gonna be like a snowball that starts rolling down a hill, and by the
Yeah,
time it's
assuming
at
I
the
don't lose it
bottom,
all to a
it's a
assuming I don't lose it
juggernaut.
all to a sandworm, right?
Well, hopefully it doesn't happen. You know, it's an easy way to avoid that is to have a decoy thumper in your pocket, right?
Yeah, exactly. These kind of operations are pretty important usually. We're not versing a. Well, I don't think. Like we're not like we might verse a Harkonnen, and Harkonnen are capable of having a pretty good stealth army, but it should be okay. We'll send these units over here. I'm pretty confident he's not going to be able to find me. So I'm just going to waltz on through straight to that region next to his main right now.
You're just gonna cap. You're just gonna skip this
I'm just
region.
going for it. I mean, if you can stop me, like I'll just do the virgin walk back, but
You don't.
has to be able to stop
You
me.
don't have a decoy thumper, which is dangerous territory.
No. Even if he like this is too little region. I think if he worm called it right now, maybe I'd get eaten, but probably not.
No, I'm not worried about him worm calling you. I'm worried about the worm calling you. You feel me?
Oh yeah, true. The worm just hit me. Yeah, you can do some fancy tricks. The worm targets a unit at the back of the squad. So if I got a worm right here and I
Is
was
that
like, oh
true?
okay, there's nowhere to go, I move this fencer back here, and that fencer will be eaten, and the rest of the army will be spared.
Is that true?
So
It only targets the
yeah,
very back unit.
yeah, like it's trying to target like somewhere around here. If you move it back, then it will be like, oh yeah, I'm forcing on here
I
kind of
can't.
thing.
I can't see your cursor, but Atreides just wrote, "Don't start that nonsense." Yo, if you can see what I see, he's so boned right now, provided it all goes correct for you. John, this is interesting, John. You should maybe take a page out of Bfrog's book and vice versa. Some interesting Ecaz
Yeah,
play.
so we're trying to bullcrap him.
Yeah, this is a dirty lie
Yeah, it
by
doesn't seem
Bfrog.
like he's here, so he's just gonna
Bfrog just told him a
fucking
dirty,
die.
dirty lie.
Yeah, you should. Shiv, my friend, like loves to call this game Dune Gaslight Wars, and I couldn't agree more. Okay, that is what the game is.
So
Gaslighting, gaslighting,
how much
gaslighting.
authority do you need to cap that region?
Like 30, right? I
Can
just
can,
didn't want to be caught off.
can you
Like,
cap that class creep POI for authority down there?
Yeah, I can. Thank you for that. Trades is coming to. Yeah, Trades just broke treaty with me.
Okay. So this is ballsy marching over there without the necessary authority to cap. And
That's fine.
you have supply drop.
I didn't want him taking it, right? That's the worst case scenario.
Oh, I see. So I see what you're doing.
Oh, he's a Rizzler Warden spammer.
Okay. Okay, so that
We
warden.
might get a concede out of this.
My God, these wardens are melting. Okay, leaves a squire in the back just to make sure the cap goes through. They can tank that missile turret pretty long because they're so bulky. So,
It's mostly the knight that's just one-shotting this unit, basically.
yep. And those units are deleted, man. And here
Okay,
comes
we just
this.
want to take this.
This is a
He
Duncan.
wants to
Duncan's
lose
gonna
the
get
unit, though.
ripped apart, but he might die. So Duncan dies. Okay,
We'll
now the
take
re.
this, and then we'll back off a little bit. We'll make this a garden. Beautiful. Now
Oh
what we're going to do is we're
my
going to put a
God.
missile battery here. And the
Oh my
reason we're putting
God.
a missile battery here... Oh, fuck, I'm going to lose this region. It's okay. Don't worry, we've got this. We abandoned village, and we don't lose any authority.
Wow. So
Yeah,
that he
sometimes...
just used Mace's ability there. So you're funds 100% of your authority for
But
like
yeah, what we're doing here, right, is we're putting a missile battery here, and the reason being is units will sometimes target the missile battery when they come close to like the village, or like they run out of targets. So it'll automatically target the garden and cost him that 100 land threat standing. So we're gonna have to
Oh my God.
forcing 0 land threat standing trading.
Oh my God. This is brutal, dude. This is brutal.
The thing is, there's a big vulnerability to this, right? And the big vulnerability is potentially he can assassinate me, right? I can't release this village. So that's the big counterplay potentially. So we'll go here. The reason we're going here is because we want to get a bit more experience on our units. You get the same amount of experience you get for killing units as you get for killing buildings. So yeah, we're probably gonna pillage this just because it's a lot of money, right? And we're not super rich, but we're not super broke either.
Yeah. Yep.
So
Nothing
yeah,
wrong with
we'll just do this. We'll target this up. We'll leaderify this army.
Yep.
We'll get airfield next. Why you bully me? Broke treaty
Yep. People are
with
loving.
me.
People are
What
loving
you
your
mean?
shit, bro. They're loving this.
Gaslighting this poor soul.
Oh my God, dude. Bfrog, I think he knows what's going on.
Yeah, but you got to try anyway. Doing gaslight wars, man. Doing gaslight wars. So yeah, we got a bunch more money there. Beautiful. We're gonna go over here and we're gonna start making him lose that land thread standing. Our knight's not looking too good, but
It's
it'll
okay.
be fine. It takes a while until I can take this region back, which is kind of shitty, but you know, it is what it is.
This is the
We're gonna
reason we
look
should have
for
passive and
angles to take
aggressive
out the trade.
stances, hotkeys. Yeah. There's no attack move and there's no yeah. So it's not like a micro. It's not like a StarCraft type of RTS, but there is enough RTS element to it where you can make an argument for those kind of commands for sure.
I don't
This
know
is
why he's
such a
going for it.
this is such a disgusting play. Like, okay, so these units are super bulky. He just has to watch the fencer because the fencer is less armored, but the other ones can tank the damage of that missile turret, no problem. Uh,
Oh,
yeah,
he's kind of stuck there. Okay, we're just leaving.
yeah,
We got a couple champion stacks. We're happy. We're out of here.
okay, okay. And in the meantime, guys, keep in mind he's got one champ rather, and he. As he's killing units, he's getting how much hegemony does each champion give you?
100.
100. So he gets 100 hedge per champ kill. So Atreides is now in a defensive posture. He's got a missile turret building on the
What's this
right.
smuggler doing, bro? Come on. What is this? You're doing all the way over here. He's trying to build a missile battery there.
Yep.
Maybe we just go for the base here.
Wow. The base is starting
Elite
to take some
unit.
damage.
Get this unit out.
Good micro pulling
These
back
out. Make
damaged
this unit.
fencer. Okay, now the base is gonna get chunked, and he's got an airfield here. Maybe a military base now, Bfrog.
Yeah. I'm looking for a like siege incentives is going to give us quite a lot of money here. I wanna get Whitmore right at the front, so he's going to tank the main base.
Yeah. So this is economically really tough. he's definitely in a deficit economy at the moment, and
Yeah. Deficit economy is kind of just how you play this game, though, to be honest. So we're gonna try and get
yeah,
Whitmore to tank this.
yep. There's a spot where you could put a unit at at the foot of the main base where only that unit is target. It's usually on the right side where the clump of his army is. So there it goes. So now he managed to get it on the left. So Whitmore is going to be tanking the turret, and now the base is going to take damage. However, that missile turret from the right is putting some damage in on his units.
Yeah, a little bit. I can always put one unit down here to deal with that, but
Yeah, you can also just go and pillage that village too, which you probably need to do because you're broke. Well, now you're getting some money from doing damage from siege incentives, which is
yeah.
great tech. Um, yeah, so this is like a
Keep in
legit.
mind as well, the
Yeah,
war banner gives 100% regeneration speed, so I regenerate much faster than anyone else.
gotcha.
I'm gonna make sure we want to keep the knight alive. Look at the knight's attack power, by the way. Yeah, you saw that, right? That's a 794 attack power knight.
Holy smokes.
And of course, he can never attack us. If he attacks us, he's gonna lose all these lands red standing, and Proud Liberator's gonna kill him.
Yeah.
So I guess taking these is kind of fine. I kind of wanna yoik this off the Atreides, the foreign recruitment, but maybe I should just give it to Smuggler instead. Put like 100 into giving it to, like 130 into giving it to Smuggler. I think they'll go for it.
Because the base is chunked down to a quarter health now. Whitmore is just sitting there. He's got 1500 health. He's a savage. Whitmore just tanking that. And now more units coming. We got more snipers coming in. Musketeers, rather. Whitmore's at half, but he's still got plenty of room to breathe. Bfrog's gonna pull back. Now the clump of the units are getting hit by the missile turret. That's dangerous.
Yeah, it is. It's okay. We'll back off.
Okay,
Back off, heal
and
up.
that happens because there's a sweet spot in the bases. It's like right here and right here where they will almost automatically target. They always target the closest unit if there's no air unit around. So if you can place the unit in the right spot. Okay, so he just attacked. Is he attacking the garden? No, that's the main base turret.
Yeah. If he targets the turret, it's counted as attacking the garden. So I'll just heal up here in his face. Seems like we've got visitors though.
Yeah.
Just heal up a little bit here. Does cost quite a lot of manpower. You can see my manpower is kind of suffering here. It's okay.
Yes, it's a
Okay,
lot of
I'm gonna
manpower.
get rid of this fucking missile battery, man. It's annoying me.
Yeah. Watch that max fat squire in the back. Okay,
Uh,
Whitmore's
accident.
gonna.
Fine.
Okay, Bfrog, walk me through what happens after you kill him. Like, what's your thinking here? How do you pivot? What's the play after?
We're just gonna expand through his territories. Basically, we're gonna use um,
Okay, so
we're gonna use the fact that we're
you're
gaining
gonna kill him
sanctuary
to
to
just to
make.
get all his land, right?
Yeah, one less political opponent as well.
Yeah. Okay. Okay,
It's
Smugglers
not
has
necessarily
arrived to
something
the
we're doing. Yeah,
party.
fuck it. Well, here he comes.
Okay, so
Classic.
Smugglers wisely decides he doesn't want to trade his debt or is here to pillage Atreides. I don't know.
Now he's coming up here to defend Atreides, but he can't
This,
attack the region because he's gonna suffer the Lance Red Standing penalty.
so
Might go back
that
and take this other region. It's not like he can. Yeah, he can't attack me, so who cares?
that's so brutal. Like that's always gonna be there. Like that's the garden boys. So like they don't care. He just leaves it. He's like LOL because like what am I supposed to do? I can't attack that region.
Yeah, smugglers might be like going for a assassination or something here, but he'll still have to attack the region, so he still have to suffer the minus 100 thing. Next tech we're going for is countermeasures. Obviously, this build is vulnerable to assassination, so put one in Landsrad, but like our other agents going to counterintelligence. Oh, is he going to attack me? Crazy cunt. Alright,
Uh,
so what?
okay, so
This
what's just
can be done
happened?
on repeat, by the way. Are they both going to attack me? Wait, Atreides is attacking this. He'll probably release the region. Yeah, even Smugglers is going for it, man. They both decided to suffer the penalty. Interesting.
I don't think Smugglers has. I think Smugglers doing something else. So
Yeah,
all right.
Smugglers doesn't.
So the counter to the downside to these strategies is that when you're playing like Major is actually the smuggler player, and he was just in here coaching us on Vernius. Um,
I
it,
mean, I don't think you can even kill the thing in time, so I'm just gonna come over there, kill him, and make him suffer the penalty again.
yeah. So he realizes it's not to his benefit if Ecaz, who's already got passive in 15k, uh, kills
I don't know what he's
Atreides.
doing with this.
So he's coming over here to liberate. He's pillaging. Okay, does he need to pillage? I think
Probably doesn't
Bfrog
have
is.
the
I
money,
think Bfrog
obviously.
is okay to pillage.
We're gonna cost him his hero so he suffers even more land thread standing loss. Okay.
Faction status on Atreides right now. What is the?
And we're out of here.
He's down to 211. Okay, now there's a decoy thumper that went down here. It's kind of annoying for Bfrog. He's kind of stuck in this little territory. He has to take that missile turret.
I mean,
Dude,
I hit him more damage. Fucking didn't
your
kill him.
manpower is suffering. I mean, maybe you should add some manpower buildings.
I kind of want to leave, to be honest. Like, I want to just let him take this territory. He's gonna be on like 0 land thread standing, so
Okay.
it's whatever. How much is this gonna cost me? $300. I definitely want to use that and get the fuck out.
Okay. So we would say I would probably say this is a foiled base kill.
Not
It's not.
really. I mean,
It's
look at
he
his
can
land
always
thread
come
standing.
back. Yeah, he definitely did
It's a
that. But
smugglers on 135,
okay,
a traders on
if you
210.
weren't placing the garden there, like what would be a better or a different use of the garden?
That's pretty much the only use in this scenario. You don't want to use it any other way.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay, so now the
I'm
smuggler
gonna go here and
armies.
kill this, I think.
This smuggler army stands no chance probably. Okay, that one knight died real quick. Okay, now the
Yeah.
squires press forward. And here comes the champion knight. Now you're probably gonna get a lot of hegemony from farming these
Yeah.
guys. Now you gotta be. He's okay. So Whitmore's being targeted. The knight's doing work. There's two more free company. Whitmore's gonna try to make a run for it. Whitmore dies, but
Whitmore is not the one with the stacks, though. Don't forget.
exactly. So it's the knight. So this is great work by Bfrog. Now we just probably gotta reach. So Smugs is wiped. Of course, here comes Shai Hulud to kill everybody. Um,
Our money's not looking great, mostly because of the fucking. I mean, sorry, my apologies. Mostly because of the military factory. They killed the military factory. Okay, that's why our economy is actually doing pretty well. Like, what's he even doing on the other end of the map dealing with it? Come on, Major. What are you doing?
I
You
mean, he's
bastard.
foiling your master plans. This is why Dune is so fun, right? The best
Yeah, he's
laid
doing
plans of
something.
mice and men.
Alright, let's get another cross workshop. You won't stop the grind.
Okay,
I mean,
Bfrog's
we're
got to be
definitely gonna
careful
get hit
because
with the
there's a
one.
lot of stacks on his champion here. Let's see, how many does he have? Got 26 trophies. That's 2,600 hedge. If that guy dies, this will put him back. He'll be back in like even standing with Atreides. So even though, keep this in mind, even though Atreides took substantial damage to his lens red and base, he can easily even out the hedge race.
Yeah. I might just go in there and just pillage all this stuff though.
That would been ideal. I think you're better served here when you had him wiped. Just go over here, pillage all his crap. He has no production, and then you kill him.
Hmm.
But I mean, listen, there's more than one way to skin a cat. Do they say that in Australia? Do they skin cats in Australia?
No. I mean, okay, no, I'm not gonna make jokes like that. So infrastructure control, I'm thinking I'm gonna put it on probably Atreides or smugglers. Smugglers Lance Red Sandy is already terrible, so maybe I'll just put it on them. Actually, kind of seems like maybe I want to put it on Atreides just to knock them under 200 Lance Red Standing. I think they're gonna all in me on Diplomatic Congress. Oh, they didn't. Okay, interesting. Can't say I expected that at all.
This is a very interesting build. So you can see Bfrog he's sacking so much manpower. He can't because to regenerate these units costs a lot of manpower. And
Yeah, it does. I'm building them at 200% speed, right? So it's even more.
yep. But I mean, as long as he's not losing it, he just can't afford to put militia in his village. This might be a little vulnerable to Fremen, who loves to come in and liberate and pillage. So, but I mean, it's still
Yeah, it's more difficult against Fremen, right?
I mean, I imagine you probably don't do this if there's a Fremen in the lobby, a capable Fremen.
Honestly, I don't even do it if there's a smuggler in the lobby because you saw what he did to Whitmore Blood. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
come here, attack the garden. Attack the garden. He attacked the garden. Did he? Did he? He did, right? No, he didn't.
No, it's the rebels.
Man, what a shame.
Man, that was hype there for a second.
I'm coming back for him.
Yeah. Sometimes it takes more than one wave. Man, when I post this and you rewatch like the first like 20 minutes of this video is just a huge download of all the synergies and quirks and features of this kind of counselor setup for Ecaz. I'll tell you what, I play this game enough. I play with a good variety of players from all over the world. You
He's
know,
going to attack it. He's going to attack it. Watch. He's attacking it.
yeah, that's
The
crazy.
64 Lantern standing Atreides,
I
bro.
play
He's
with
getting that
Russians,
cavalry to fight.
Hungarians, Poles, Germans, England, Canadians, North Americans, and I'll tell you what, if I was to study all of their gameplay for ECAS, they're always taking VIP, right? And just to see this is super refreshing, super different. You guys are in for a treat if you don't understand what you're seeing. Like this is just so nice to see.
He stopped attacking the village, so he's gonna have to attack
Canadians,
it again and
John,
go
did
down
I
to
meant to
zero
say I
Lantern
meant to
standing.
say Canadians and Americans, but I said North Americans, whatever. It's not a big deal. Um,
Okay.
so
Yes, yes.
he's just getting wrecked on his Landsrat standing, right? Every time he
Wow, I
attacks it.
hate gardens. Yeah,
So let's
that'd
just
be
check.
really
He's at 64. He's in pariah mode. You know, it's amazing. You could probably time when the pariahs show up because they'll defense breach it for you.
good idea. Yeah.
Oh my
His
god.
prior now, it's under 100 now, right?
Under 100. Yep.
Yeah, it's under 100. So
We
yeah, I
had a
guess
game.
good idea, Cream. Let's do it. Let's do it for
Yeah, we had a
our
game
final
earlier
win.
where Antonell was playing aggressive pillage smugs, and regrettably he had to betray Atreides, and he got caught out on the map, and he got hit with uh the resolution that gives you plus 20% main base damage, and the pariah showed up. So
Oh yeah.
he couldn't make it back to his base, and the pariahs like left him with like 10 health, and then Fremen just wormed in and right clicked him, and he was dead. It was so tragic.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it'll be in
I'm
a
like being
video.
thrown by
I'm gonna
smugglers.
post it tomorrow.
Yeah, these guys will be fine, I think. I want to bring this guy in at least. We can immediately liberate this.
Yeah.
There's like an argument for not immediately liberating it, but I kind of need the money here, to be honest.
Okay. Still running a deficit economy here, so it's tough.
Yeah.
Not so
Just
bad
average.
now though. Minus 22 is not so bad. got a second spice harvester
Oh, what's
coming
this
out
called,
now,
man?
so
Yeah,
uh,
yeah, my economy will be fine. I've been running
there you
on one
go.
spice build the whole game,
Yep.
so Arcane going for this a little worrisome. I just need to take out this guy over here. We don't have the we need two agents in Arrakis to get defense breaches. But defense breaches doesn't stack, so hopefully we get Prior guy to come attack him. As soon as they do, I'm flying over there and I'm killing him. Oh, did they take out my wall banner? They didn't. Oh, look at this, man. What are you doing? What are you doing? You're on the other end of the map, little bro. You lost?
Okay, so Bfrog now still has, dude, you haven't had any manpower bank this whole game. This is tricky, dude. This is
Oh, yeah.
tricky. You gotta be a specialist to do this kind of stuff. This is like not your average dude. I mean, you, I think you can afford to build some manpower now.
Yeah, I can. I can. I kind of wanted to take down, go down here and take this region, but I don't think it's happening. I might be waiting a while. I could just attack it now. Maybe that's not even a bad idea. But I don't want what's his face coming over here. Major coming over here and fighting me.
Well, he's building an airfield. You have a small window while that airfield's not built. I don't know where his army is because they don't want to. I'm only playing off of your perspective. I'm not trying to.
What is this, bro?
Okay,
What
he's
is
right
this?
there.
I mean, I'm just gonna liberate. Like, I'm just gonna release the region. I don't care.
Okay. This is a super high risk, super high reward strategy, right? Because
Yeah, I kind of need
if you don't
Harkoon to just
succeed
do
in
something.
killing the guy, that's one barrier to your plan, and then the other barrier is if your champion, God forbid, dies with the okay, we got a smug bounty on here, and it's on you, so that's tough.
Yeah, and I'm 100% voting for it. Okay, that's some good stuff. Give me the money.
Take the money. Okay.
Free money, man. What was he gonna do to my power? Come on, get out of here. Oh, we can do one siren. One siren's probably pretty good in the comp. I was seeing Kenry doing some magical stuff with it recently. Next main base building as well. I've kind of slacked off on the main base buildings. I'll be honest. Recycling that's probably the #1 biggest priority. Where's the pariah thing gonna come? He's 77 land threat standing. He better happen soon. It's not gonna do anything, so I should just go up there now. Oh, we can go pick up some of these house gifts as well. I do want to have more agents on. I want to have a agent on counterintelligence, but it's kind of difficult when I need it on this. I don't want to get one shot.
Yeah, I totally understand. You're trying to preserve your champion at all costs, right?
Yeah.
This is brutal though. He's just pillaging the crap out of you. You just have to take it.
That's okay. Okay.
Yep.
Why not? Smiley face. Okay, thank you. Who is this guy? Lowercase guy? Okay.
I don't know.
With enough snipers, they can straight up one shot with more blood. By the way, so oh, here we go. He's not going to be able to kill me. So
Yeah, this is the most obnoxious smuggler player I've ever seen. He's got a stacking off special, cranking hedge, and Hark's backline. This normally would not be tolerated. Okay, so you're gonna dive his army here. Oh no, you're not.
yeah,
You're
it's
going.
got defense breaches on it because of the thing.
Oh baby, but you're at minus 20% power.
Yeah. He's not even damaging me, man. Look at this. Like, he's not even dealing damage. If I just kill this guy, give him even less lands outstanding. Oh, yeah, I'm out of here. This guy out. Get a bit more hegemony off this as well. No,
Yeah,
no!
yeah.
I lost one guy.
You lost the fencer, but that's okay. The champ is going strong. This is good
Look at how
farming right
fast he
here.
runs there.
This is good farming. Meanwhile,
I'm
this
definitely gonna have to go back though. I can't kill him in one go and fucking. Sorry, my apologies again. I'm really sorry, Cream. I don't mean
I know.
to break your rules. It's
It's
just my
fine.
vocabulary.
Dude, you're doing decent damage to the base and you have minus 20% power. So smuggler is
Yeah,
being
it's mostly the knight. It's mostly the knight doing a lot of damage.
yeah, Whitmore doing a great job of tanking. So GG, well played. Davis Clan, a champion in his attitude. Um, tough that he ran into you in this situation. This is gotta be careful. I think he's dead. Those units in the
Yeah.
back are getting low on supply and health, but I think it'll be okay because the main base is gonna die.
Yeah, no, I'm not risking it.
Oh my
I don't want to
god.
lose units.
Oh no, the smuggler's here now with the wraith. This is terrible. Holy crap, those units heal so fast.
Oh, I lost Whitmore. Okay,
Whitmore,
well, I'm out of here.
you run the
Go
risk
kill
of
him
like
anytime.
you run the risk of spacing guild resources coming up on the next lands rat. You can just finish him off, man.
Yeah, I could. I wanted to heal up. Like I'll go up there. I'll take him. Like I'll take him out in one shot, and then I'll fly him back. I was just scared.
Smuggler, by the way, pillaged everything. Like, what a
Yeah, who
jerk.
cares? Well, look at how useless my regions are. They're doing nothing.
Yeah. Bfrog takes the lead because I hope you didn't bring your champion. Did you bring the champion? Oh no, this could be bad.
Yeah.
Okay, so Atreides is gonna die. We gotta preserve the champion at all costs here because Smuggler army is lurking hard. Okay, Atreides is dead.
What's he gonna do, dude? Attack my thing?
Oh, he's extracting network out of there, so he's leaving.
That he doesn't have risk. Oh, okay. He's extraction networking and leaving this thing here. Okay,
Yep.
let's go kill it.
Do you have a supply drop? Watch for the worm.
No reason for these idiots to follow.
Okay, so all the anti-air units now focusing the Wraith. They're strong, and that Wraith is a low HP flagship, so this thing is probably gonna die, or Bfrog's gonna run out of supply and die, I'm not sure.
I think I get it. We get this guy.
Yeah, it's a big sacrifice. Yeah,
Ah, doesn't pay off, unfortunately.
no.
This is what it is.
If only you had an airfield in your
Bring
supply
Whitmore
sphere.
back from the dead. Okay, next stop on the chopping block. I really hope this Harkonnen does something versus Smuggler. He's right there, man. He's right there. He doesn't want to do anything. We wanna put down monitoring station. These buildings can't be grinded for hegemony anymore, but that's okay. It's not like Getting a bunch of hegemony on your champions will just doom you in the late game. You have to get a lot of it through crafts workshops so that you can spike with the champions. You don't necessarily want to get it like immediately. You know what I mean? So I didn't even lose territories here, so this is going really, really well. We'll get more manpower. We need this. We can get the military factory back up.
Yep.
I guess another recruitment office here, so I'm doing pretty well on that. The thing is, right, like I had to pull back my army and watch out for how I say this. Let's definitely ping this on smugglers though. Fuck the smugglers. Actually, Judge of the Council is up.
I'm gonna have to put a disclaimer, explicit language.
Yeah, my apologies. I'll try to stop. I mean, is Harkonnen gonna vote me down? I kind of feel like he wants to ping the taint on me more than anything. I'm gonna go for it. It's not likely I get a gov chance here, but if I do,
There's no way you're gonna get Gov. At 20k
uh,
with 260 lands outstanding, there's no chance.
bad Evo maybe,
John,
but I left home without
John and
Evo.
I are of one brain.
What do you think about my 31 champion trophy night, by the way?
I dig it, but this is if he's dead, your whole game is shot. Just let you know. Smokes is
I've
cooking,
only
dude.
got
Look,
I've only got 3,100 from champ kills. So
that's
not
like
that much.
that'll put you back 3k. I mean, Smug's got 60 passive cooking.
Hey, I got the charter as well.
Hark with a chance to like do something here, but we'll see.
No, I think Hark's a bit of a Pepega, so to speak. He's not gonna do anything.
Okay.
He's chilling, been chilling.
Do you plan on capturing any of the lands that Atreides released, particularly?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and make sanctuaries out of all of them. So I'm taking Birinam and I'm taking Karthar for
Okay.
the two sanctuaries I'll get out of that.
Very nice. So you're gonna take this one and this one. Okay, that's two sanctuaries. Nice. And there's a special available there too. There's two specials available, so that's nice. So I wonder if Hark's. Are you gonna try to cajole Hark into getting rid of that lonely stacking off special in the back over there? I mean, he's got the full deal over there from what we saw from your perspective. Nah, he said he's gonna take this one and this one to make this a sanctuary.
I need to get these agents into counterintelligence like now. To be honest, I
And
need them in yesterday.
and this game, by the way, we're in like month 7, and Bfrog still has not had any manpower bank whatsoever. I think
Yeah, don't worry
I
about it.
think
We're,
this
we're
is
getting
good.
there.
Can I give you like some feedback?
Yeah, sure.
All right, so I think you can stack a little speed in terms of like how fast you arrive at somebody's doorstep, just to build your foundation up a little bit so you're not so drained for Solari and manpower. Otherwise, this is
Yeah,
a really good strat. Like your micro is really good, but your macro needs just a little bit of tuning just so you don't run into these kind of issues where you're
there's like
deficit.
there's kind of like two ways that how do I say this? There's like two main ways that Ecaz goes. They either build everything up to full, or they don't build anything at all. Kind of the same way with Atreides, right? You can build Atreides very well by just hardly building any buildings at all, and just like pretty much just build whatever
There's
you
no
need
middle
and
ground.
not drain the economy. No, there's no middle ground. Like if you play it middle ground, you're usually just gonna be broke and also have terrible buildings.
Okay.
Like the thing is, right? Like I take this spice field and it's just a spice field. That's it. I can get no other value from this region. Like if I put in a recruitment office, it's just +3 manpower for 20 Solari. That's quite expensive.
Yeah. Hey, Chad, I'm thinking about doing a base drop Carino build display. I don't know if I have the energy to do it today. We've been streaming for 6 hours and 40 minutes.
Joe, bro, I believe.
If there's
Anyone
enough
is
hype in the chat, I can do it, and I can walk you guys through it. But I would like a co-pilot for that too. All right. So
You
Bfrog's
said
gonna.
Anton, right? I saw you discussing that.
Yeah, but he's sleeping. He's sleeping now. He's
Oh,
gone.
okay.
And we might not succeed. The
Uh,
base drop is the highest risk, highest reward strat there is. I think.
Honestly, I'm gonna take this village and then delete half of the buildings.
Yeah. So Bfrog is leading hedge right now. It's really good. And Smuggler's in a pretty vulnerable spot because he has like a region back there that's just begging for Hark
He
to
does
take
have
it.
stack and all, but I need Harkonnen to do something.
Hey Fort, thanks for the follow. Fort 202022. Appreciate it, man. I don't think he knows what stacking off is. You should talk more about the passive. Definitely not the problem, says Major. Gaslighting games begin.
Like I don't understand. If he does nothing, then this kind of is what it is, right? Can't really. You can't really do anything when people are griefing. I hope he's not griefing. I hope not.
Who's griefing? Hark?
Yeah. I keep
Nah, he's
asking
not
him for
griefing.
for
He's
assistance.
I think he's a newer player. So, but hey, you gotta work with what you work with, man. So let's see you pull this out.
Exactly.
I believe. Right? I mean, you got. Oh, see, Smoke's capped volcano. I was hoping you would cap it, but you still have another special here, and you have. You're. Ironically enough, Bfrog's Garden is gonna be touching two sanctuaries across the map, which is just pure comedy. Bfrog, can you tell people what happens if the garden has neighboring sanctuaries next to it?
Yeah, you get +2 knowledge, which is really good for political ecos. Not necessarily good for this kind of ecos because you want to do it a bit aggressively. Because I mean, you saw why, right? Like
Yes.
you saw why.
So we have a double sanctuary garden on the other side of the map. It's just comedic gold.
Not great. I really need what's his face to put this on himself. Oh, okay. That could kill us all if it goes through. Man, I swear if he votes for it, man. If he votes for it, I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry on stream.
We'll see what happens.
This
Okay,
guy,
there you go.
all these buildings. He's just smile reacting me on repeat.
Smuggler's capping another special. This is dangerous. Now we're in 27 territory. Oh, he's pillaging it. That's interesting.
I need to get like a supply drop. I guess. Probe setup.
Bfrog only has 4 water. Very low. Makes it tough to leave any of your
Yeah.
regions.
I can build more though. Let's chuck some more everywhere. Usually it's just like a supply drop diff, right? Like between having 0 and having 20, there's not really much difference. Like
It's an interesting
it's like if
perspective.
you just like supply drop that stuff over and over again. Because like usually if you had like, okay, let's say you had like 20 okay, I've got to focus, sorry.
You can easily cap that Moon du Vale right now. Smugglers moving into pillage. Major's obsessed with pillaging.
Maybe. I kind of feel like if I do this, build monument right here, should be okay. What was he doing with it? Oh. Yeah, this is really bad. That operation removes the ability off my ranges, so I have to be worried about that.
Smiley face on repeat. Strikes again.
Yeah, I don't know.
So we're coming down to the wire. Smugglers pushing crazy amounts of passive. Is Bfrog going to choose to engage your military factories in that region? It's not destroyed, so... Okay, there's all the cloaked units. Good use of... Wow, those frontline units just got deleted. Good use of pro setup.
I mean, he already used
and
like
the
he
extraction
screwed up
network's out
because
of there.
he used the first strike on the wrong units.
Yeah, he didn't
He
use it
screwed
on
up
the night.
really badly though.
So... Okay, the champion lives. Unless the swarm meets him, that's like the worst situation ever.
Come on, move. Why is my unit not moving? There we go.
Okay.
Okay, I was spamming that. Unfortunately,
Tell us
didn't
about the
work out.
Ecaz. Oh my god, Harkonnen is a troll. Tell us about the Ekazi flagship monument.
It's a plus 30% modifier for damage when you're next to a unit, so it's really good.
I don't appreciate what the Hark player is doing here because he could just easily. Dang, he's liberating. He could just easily target Smuggler.
Yeah. I mean, I can't really do anything about people like that, but it is what it is.
It is what it is. I think Smuggler's a way bigger problem than you at the moment.
Maybe I pissed him off in some game or something. Probably the answer.
Oh, I just think. Yeah, no. Maybe thinks you're too aggressive. Okay, so Bfrog fends off the Harkonnen.
This is really bad, by the way. If he turns, he kills me, legitimately.
And you're just gonna get a free overlord, it looks like.
Yeah, no. I don't. He turns, he actually kills me. I'm serious. I'll kill his army, kill his militia, maybe.
Okay, that's 300 more hegemony right there. For the champion.
400. I've got a refinery there, too.
Oh, the buildings count for hedge too. There you go.
I'll pillage this stuff.
Well, Hark is on the street.
Yeah, they count for EXP, for all that stuff. All that good
I
stuff.
guess is that why he's helping Smoke? I hope not, man.
I don't know what he's doing up there, but it doesn't really matter. They do still have trenches, right? Yeah. I really, like, I need to 100% focus on this tax here.
Everybody's in the negative. This is the worst economic game. Nobody has a good economy in
I might
this
have to
game.
release this territory. That's what it is, though. Sometimes you gotta do it. But I mean, if I didn't have Mace, I'd just lose that territory for nothing, so.
Hark is a new player, I think. I I saw he just let Smug raid
He
all of
does
his nearby
not have
villages
three
earlier.
companies in there. I can just go kill him.
It's very possible for it. But I think it's common sense
Probably,
here that when he's got so much passive hegemony that Hark should really take that region from him in the back that's just sitting
as
there.
he said, right? He's just not a good. What were my units doing there? I was pressing forward and they're going backwards. Unfortunate. So I'll send this guy up here. I kind of have to attack one of Smuggler's territories at this point, so I
I
have
mean,
to
you
go
you
for it.
could just take the Mundu Vale first.
Yeah, I definitely should. It's a good point. It's not great. That could hurt both of us quite a bit. I mean, no, I don't. I don't want to ask about stuff that's happening on the game. I'm curious post game. I want if you can just tell me like what Harkon's doing. Like if he's actually attacking him, he's just screwing around. Like some
Uh,
players do that.
I think that he's a much newer player that doesn't really understand what's going on. And I have a guy in my chat who said he's just a new player. I think I saw he just let Smug raid all of his nearby villages earlier. It doesn't necessarily mean that Hark is new, because Smug early game can pillage and, screw up whoever they want, but just to let that region back there sit kind of signifies that he might be a newer player.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. This will be tough.
Water regulations here is going to affect Smuggler a lot less than it. Actually, you both don't have a lot of villages, so, and you're making a lot more authority than he is, so we'll see.
On Harkonnen, bro, Harkonnen's not attacking you anyway. Who cares? I could always just. Thanks for buying this for me, Mr. Smuggler.
We'll see Carino after this
I
one.
don't
Man,
know.
that'll be that'll put me in streaming for 8 hours. No, that'll be over 8 hours, 9 hours. I mean, I could.
Oh, him taking the sink is really, really good, and this region getting liberated is also really, really good.
Yeah,
Oh, he's not taking the sink. Interesting. Okay, maybe I have a chance of winning this actually,
you
legitimately.
absolutely should and can win this. There's no question about it.
Do you need? Fuck man, I need some of these events. Yeah.
The gamer buffs start to form.
So I'll send this guy back here. Go straight for this.
So those two regions are not oh, well. Yep. He lost a special. Is that a is that a special you can cap right there? How did he lose that special? Bfrog coming in trying to farm some more militia. Okay, that building is gonna give him some hedge. Okay, now the champion knight's getting targeted. He's gotta be careful. Okay, some more hedge for Bfrog here. This is where Ecaz shines. Farming. He's farming. Oh, this is a huge misplay by Smuggler, and this is great for Bfrog. This is so much Gemini. It's another 100. Rack him up. Rack him up. More, another. That's 200 more. There's another 100. There's, there's another 200. Another 200. And all these buildings, that's more hedge. Okay, there goes the Wraith. What a
Oh,
misplay
here
from
it comes.
Smuggler.
Even more.
Oh my god, those are okay. Those are mercs. This
Oh,
is
nice. There we go. That's what I like to
oh
see.
no. There's some stealth free company there. Now we gotta be careful. More hedge. Rack them up. The knight's half health. Now this is dangerous now because the knight's getting low. But Bfrog doesn't care. He's just gonna continue to farm. He's farming. 29. This is the power of Ecaz late game. This is it. This is why Ecaz shines late game. Now these buildings. There's another one. Run, Merc! Dude, that's like, wow. The hedge gain there was crazy. We just juiced 2,000 hedge. There's another 100 from the building. That's gonna be another 129.5. Yeah, we go to the airfield first, probably, right? Okay, there you go. And he's spamming in more units. Okay, now you can just capture any region and win here at 29.5.
Yeah, I can.
You don't want to do that one because that's stacking up. Maybe kill the buildings there. You get 200 more hedge.
I think I go this one, right?
This should do it.
This is where I get wormed too.
Nope. This should do it, guys. Our aggressive, our aggressive thunder from down under. Bfrog with a dub on a lobby that was. Oh wow.
GG, tough game. Holy.
Is that liberation from Heart gonna go through? I don't think so. Not in time anyway. Right? On the south?
No chance. I
Okay.
mean, I could always just liberate and take another 2 regions like you guys.
That's true.
This
Wow.
guy's a menace. This Harkonnen, and I hope I never see him again.
Yeah. There you go.
GG,
We
boys.
always love to see a dubski at the end of the educational video. Kudos to the tutor Bfrog. A lot of really strong knowledge, in-depth knowledge about this build order in the beginning of the game. Bfrog, message me your YouTube channel. I'm gonna post it in my chat so people can check you out and your content.
Yeah, sure, bro.
Discord. People are saying great to watch. A lot of people really enjoyed that.
Thanks, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions, like, no problem asking them through Cream's chat. I can probably see them. Just gotta get your chat up. I didn't have the stream up, obviously.
All good. Yeah, all good. Yeah, we peaked at some point. We had like 25 viewers watching. People were commentating. It was good. You should post your YouTube link in the chat.
Yeah, I will. I need to get it. My apologies. I had to like stop the